Good evening. You should write a test on geography. Okay. So you'll write a test on geography on Wednesday evening. Okay, you'll write a test on geography. The first part of the syllabus. Me Conquer Prelims document చూడండి. So we said we will conduct tests. So the first part test with map pointing ఉంటుంది. మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ నేను చెప్పింది మీ సార్ ఏమేం చెప్పారు దానికి సంబంధించిన మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇవన్నీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ద ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్. ఓకే, కొంచెం స్పీడప్ చేయండి బికాస్ లేదా ఎగ్జామ్ వీ విల్ రైట్ ఇట్ ఆన్ సండే అంటే యువర్ ఒపీనియన్. ఐ విల్ పుట్ క్లాసెస్ అండ్ if you write test on Wednesday, you will have only test on Wednesday, no class. Monday, Tuesday also I will not put any class, so that you can prepare. Monday, Tuesday I will not put any class of history. Okay, and on Wednesday you will write a test. This is one thing. Ledu we will write a test on Sunday or Saturday and we will put a continuous classes so that you will have more time. So your opinion. 1 minute time is తొందరగా చెప్పండి. అంత థింక్ చేయలేకపోతుర్రు. సండే యూ విల్ రైట్. సండే వీళ్ళ క్లాసులు ఉంటాయి. వెడ్నెస్డే యూ విల్ రైట్ అండ్ సండే వీళ్ళ క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి. సాటర్డే కూడా దే హ్యావ్ క్లాసెస్. సో leave it today. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days you can study. Notes is other nama. Study only the notes and map pointing what all I have given, I have explained. So on Wednesday you will write test. So Monday and Tuesday you study. I will not put any class so that you can put some efforts and you can study. There are people who are doing some work. I am little bit satisfied. Okay, maybe in 2 months you will pick up little bit faster. And again from Thursday you have regular history classes. Once again I will put a test of geography, so we will close geography test. Then I will put a test on history test. Like that we will go forward. Okay, so Monday and Tuesday will not have a class. First thing, Wednesday you will have test. So మళ్ళీ వచ్చి మీరు సాటర్డే చెప్పారా అని చెప్పొద్దు. So you said Wednesday, so we are putting on Wednesday. And syllabus చూసుకోండి. నేను ఐ స్టడీడ్ ఫిజియోగ్రఫీ, యూ గేవ్ మౌంటైనోగ్రఫీ, ఇవన్నీ ఉండదు. అందులో ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో ఫస్ట్ 4 విత్ మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ నా ఇష్టం. ఐ క్యాన్ గివ్ ఎనీథింగ్. సో నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ అబౌవ్ 50 ఓన్లీ, ఆర్ మినిమమ్ 50 you will get questions. Number of questions I will give minimum 50, so that you can sit for 1 hour and you can do it proper exam. So study well, so that read and close geography, target geography, close geography in this 1 week. Okay, then next target history and close, write the exams. Okay, done. Chalo, Wednesday you will write test.
Right, good evening. So till now we are done with Mauryans, post-Mauryan, Guptas. Yesterday we were discussing Guptas. So we were discussing why Gupta's age is the classical age. We will take a question. Take down a question. Previous year question. The Jain philosophy holds, HOLDS, holds that the world is created and maintained by, okay, created and maintained by, option number 1, universal law, universal truth, B, option B, universal truth, C, universal faith, D, universal soul. Give me the answer. Universal? How do you say universal soul? Huh? Yes, but absolutely wrong. Answer is universal law. Option A. Because I told you yesterday that the entire universe is created by total 6 elements. This universe runs with the 6 elements: Kal, Akash, Jiva, Ajiva, Dharma, Adharma. There are some laws. Okay? There is nothing like God in Jainism. Even though they do believe in God, but that God is less than Tirthankars. So God doesn't create this nature, or nothing did it. Okay? Everything is a universal law. That law is specifically established and everything goes according to that law in Jainism. Okay? One more question. Which one of the following describes best concept of nirvana in Buddhism? Which one of the following describes the best concept of nirvana in Buddhism? First option: the extinction of flame of desire. The extinction of flame, F-L-A-M-E, flame of desire. 2. Annihilation of self. Annihilation of self. State of bliss and rest. Mental stage beyond all comprehension. Mental stage beyond comprehension. Now the question is, what is nirvana in these 4 options? There are two types. One is in Buddhism, one is nirvana, one is mahaparinirvana. Nirvana is something different, mahaparinirvana is death. Okay, Buddha attained mahaparinirvana at age 80 at a place called Kusinagar in Uttar Pradesh. That means the greatest death of Buddha, that is mahaparinirvana. Nirvana, vere. Mahaparinirvana atam death. What is only nirvana in these four options? Tell me. Huh? First one. Answer is first one. Extinction of flame of desire. Understand? And when every Buddhist monk suppresses all his desires, since then he is going to attain nirvana. Now tell me, when did Buddha got enlightenment? At age 35. Where? Under which tree? Peepal tree. That is nirvana. Nirvana is nothing but, according to the Buddhist literature and also according to explanation of Buddha, it is just blowout. Nirvana literal meaning is blow out. Everything is blown out of your head. Ante enti? Desires. A man since that time has to live without any kind of desire. Korikalu leni stage. That is nirvana. Okay? This nirvana will go to the peak stage now, mahaparinirvana. That is death. Understand? This is what the whole meaning of salvation. So, these types of questions, philosophical questions, have been asked since last few years. Okay? What is the purpose of Bodhisattva? 2017 question. To attain? To help each and every being in this world to get salvation, to get enlightenment. Until then, Bodhisattvas will be appearing. Okay? Which sect was born from which sect in Buddhism? There are two sects. One is Mahishasaka, another one is Mahasangika. Mahishasaka and Mahasangika. From Mahishasaka, we have one sect was born called Hinayana. From Mahasangika, we have Mahayana. This is also one of the question asked on Buddhism. From Mahishasaka, we have Hinayana. From Mahasangika, we have Mahayana Buddhism. Mahasangikas. Now this Mahishasaka and Hinayana, no changer. Mahasangikas and Mahayanas are pro-changers. Take down one more question. Which of the following kingdoms? Which of the following kingdoms associated with Buddha's life? Which of the following kingdoms associated with Buddha's life? Number 1, Avanti. Number 2, Gandhara. Avanti, Gandhara, Kosala, Magadha. Avanti, Gandhara, Kosala, Magadha. Now question is, which kingdom is associated with life of Buddha? Options. Number 1. Question is not yet completed. I have given you 4 points, but now again 4 options. Option number A. 1, 2, 3. B. 2, 4. 2, 4. C. 3, 4. C. 3, 4. D. 1, 3, 4. Huh? 1, 3, 4. How do you say 1, 3, 4? Kosala? Kosala Vajji, okay. Kosala? See, one thing I'll tell you. Without any knowledge, though you don't have any knowledge, let's take the second option, Gandhara. Where is that Gandhara? Tell me. Afghanistan. Do you think really Buddha went up to Afghanistan to give his preachings? No. So just remove Gandhara. Then which one is the answer? Huh? C, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is the answer, C. Just eliminate Gandhara. Just with common sense you think. Gandhara is in Afghanistan. Okay? Rest of all the kingdoms are around in central part of India only. So if we eliminate Gandhara, definitely Buddha wouldn't have went to Afghanistan. Okay? So if you just eliminate Gandhara, then the options, 3 options are eliminated. The right answer is 3 and 4. Only Kosala and Magadha. Because Buddha gave his maximum teachings. Maximum teachings in which city, you know? Shravasti. Shravasti is a city which comes under Kosala kingdom. Okay? This is a city where Buddha gave maximum lectures. In Shravasti city in Uttar Pradesh. Look at this question. Once, no need to write, just listen. Painting of Bodhisattva Padmapani is one of the most famous and illustrated paintings found at. Again, I'll repeat. The painting of Bodhisattva Padmapani. In previous class, I told you what is Padmapani. Buddha holding Padma in his hand, lotus flower in his hand. So that is a beautiful painting shown in which cave? Ajanta. That was the question. So options: Ajanta, Badami, Bhag, Yellora. Ajanta is the answer. Right, we will continue today's topic. Guptas, we are discussing about Guptas. Guptas art, architecture. Yesterday we are done with that. And now we'll come to the history of South. Badami, Chalukyas, Rashtrakuta, Pallava, Chola. Give the heading, history of South and Deccan. One thing in the history of South and Deccan, once I'll cover one more topic, that is Buddhist education. Buddhist education. What do you know about this Buddhist education? In Buddhism, which season is holiday, you know? Rainy season is holiday. And in Buddhism, education is provided in rainy season. In Viharas, Chaityas, Aramas, mostly Aramas are the educational centers. Okay? Buddhist education, the first Buddhist university is Nalanda. Nalanda University. Nalanda University is in Bihar. This university was developed by Kumaragupta. This university was developed by Gupta ruler, Kumaragupta. Nalanda University. Anyone, what is the importance of this university? This university attracted more foreigners. It attracted more foreigners. Who is that foreigner? Hyansang. Okay? Hyansang. Hyansang is a Chinese Buddhist. Okay? He wrote a text called C.U. Ki. He wrote a text called C.U. Ki, Hyansang. Hyansang is a student of Nalanda University. And also, the library is very popular. The library in Nalanda University is called as Ratna Garbha. Please strike off that history of Deccan and South. A little, I want to discuss one more topic, and after that we will go to the history of Deccan and South. Just cut it off. History of Deccan and South. And the library is the largest library in the entire India, okay, called as Ratna Garbha. And this Ratna Garbha was built by Harsha. It was built by Harshavardhan. So this is a brief description of Nalanda University. It was actually a monastery, but later on, this thing. And Suhrul Leka. I told you this one. Suhurul Lekha is a subject which was taught in the Nalanda University to the students. This Suhuru, who wrote this? Acharya Nagarjuna have written this Suhurul Lekha. And next, one more Buddhist university in India, second Buddhist university, Acharya Nagarjuna University in Andhra. This is also a Buddhist university. Acharya Nagarjuna University in Andhra Pradesh, Guntur district. Number 3, Vikramasila University. Number 4, Jagaddala University. And number 5, Vallabi University. These 3 are also the Buddhist universities. Jagaddala, Vikramasila, Vallabi. And now the question is, who destroyed all these universities? These universities were destroyed at one point of time in medieval India during Islamic invasions. Who is that? Bakhtiyar Khilji. Many people get misunderstood with Ghajini, Gori. No, Muhammad Ghajini destroyed temples, not universities. Bakhtiyar Khilji, an Islamic invader, he destroyed Nalanda University, Jagaddala, all these universities. Bakhtiyar Khilji. In 12th century, Bakhtiyar Khilji. He burnt, not destroyed, sir. He burnt the Nalanda University. Okay? Give the heading Harshavardhan. Harshavardhan. He is one most important ruler in North Indian history when it comes to, again, the contribution to culture. He ruled from 606 AD to 647 AD. 606 AD to 647 AD. So, see, basically, we have the syllabus is very vast when it comes to history. I'll take more time. Okay? In how many days you are done with your geography subject? 10 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. So, just now your Fazal sir told me that next week we don't have classes for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So, I'll take even from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Again, 2 more weeks. I'll be taking 2 more weeks because we have very important modern India. No? Okay. Modern India, and remember in modern India, the last 2 topics takes a lot of time to complete. Which one? Social reform movements, Renaissance and freedom struggle. These 2, mostly 50% of the questions from modern India appear from these 2 chapters only. Okay, which means before you can segregate the modern Indian history before Sepoy Revolt and after Sepoy Revolt. Before Sepoy Revolt is not much important. All the events which happened after Sepoy Revolt is important. And what do you mean by after Sepoy Revolt? Peasants revolts, tribal revolts, labor union movements, social reform movements, freedom struggle. These topics. Okay? Give me some hint about Harshavardhan. What do you know about him? What is Harsha's contribution to culture? This is only our topic. Acha, okay, fine. Only one political aspect. Harsha defeated everyone, but Harsha was defeated by only one ruler, Pulakesi II. Badami Chalukya ruler Pulakesi II defeated Harshavardhan, which was mentioned in Aihole inscription. Okay? But apart from that, Harsha, I'll tell you one point. Harsha defeated Shashank. Harsha defeated Shashank. Who is Shashank? Okay. Harsha defeated Shashank. Shashank is the ruler of Gauda dynasty. Shashank is the ruler of Gauda dynasty, Bengal. Okay? Harsha was just a 16-year-old boy. He defeated Shashank because Shashank kidnapped Harsha's sister, Rajyasri. Understand? Because he kidnapped his sister and that Rajyasri escaped to the forest. And Harsha went and defeated Shashank and brought his sister Rajyasri, and Rajyasri was appointed as Rajamata to his kingdom, the chief queen, advisor. Understand? And Shashank felt very much humiliated and destroyed Peepal Tree at Gaya. He took revenge on Buddhists. He destroyed Peepal Tree. He desecrated Peepal Tree. So this is very important for exam. So Shashank cut off the branches of the original Peepal Tree, which is very sacred for Buddhists. He killed all the Buddhists. Basically, Shashank is a Shaivite. He is a devotee of Shiva. And the Shaivites are generally anti-Buddhists. That is why Huyan Sang, when during Harshavardhan's time, when Huyan Sang came to India, he made a statement, Buddhism is declined in India. Okay. Harsha's contribution to culture. There is one poet of Harsha called Bana. Bana Bhatta wrote a text, Harsha Charita. Okay. Bana Bhatta's Harsha Charita. Harsha Charita is all about eulogizing. Eulogizing. Ante? Pogaddam. Bana Bhatta's Harsha Charita is about the biography of Harsha. This text is all about praising the Harsha to the peak stage. Okay. And Huyan Sang. Huyan Sang also in CUK eulogized Harsha. These two are very, very important when it comes to Harshavardhan. They say that 606 AD is 606 AD marks the beginning of Harsha era. Harsha era is a new calendar. 606 AD, beginning of Harshavardhan's rule, is nothing but beginning of a new era called Harsha era. It's a new calendar. I'll tell you about one more calendar, a 78 AD. This 78 AD is called as Shaka era. This is one more calendar in ancient India. 78 AD, Saka era, 606 AD, Harshavardhan's era. And when great rulers comes into the power, their rule beginning is considered as a new calendar. Bana Bhatta says in Harsha Charita's text, Harshavardhan title, Harsha's title is Siladitya. Siladitya is a title of Harsha. Compared to the sun, he burns like sun on it every day. He explained in this text about the nature of Harshavardhan. What is the nature of Harsha? He is very... How can Bana says in Harsha Charita, Harsha was very cruel? No, totally opposite. He says Harsha is very kind, compassionate. He is having a lot of, he does a lot of welfare measures for the poor people, charity activities for the poor people. Okay, na? Harshavardhan చాలా మంచివాడని చెప్తాడు. ఓకే, హర్ష కండక్టెడ్ ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కాల్డ్ మహామోక్ష పరిషత్. హర్ష కండక్టెడ్ ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ as మహామోక్ష పరిషత్. What is this Mahamoksha Parishad? This is a program conducted at Prayag, UP. This is only once in every 5 years. This program is only once for every 5 years. What is this program? This is about a charity program. Charity program. This is about a wealth distribution. Harsha distributes his entire wealth to poor. Wealth distribution to poor. So once for every 5 years, Harsha will donate everything to the poor people, and again he will earn in the 5 years, again he gonna distribute this to the poor people. So lot of charity. Harsha was very kindest person, as told by Bana in Harsha Charita. Then Harsha conducted another program called Kanauj Mahasabha. Kanauj Mahasabha. This is a 18-day religious festival. Kanauj Mahasabha. This is 18 days religious festival. And for this, in this 18 days, every religious representative comes there and delivers lectures about their own religion. So chairman for this Kanauj Mahasabha is Hyan Sang, who is a very close friend of Harsha. Harsha's rule, critical analysis. Chapta? Harsha's rule, critical analysis. Now my question to you. Listen now, stop writing everyone. So what I am telling you, according to Bana Bhatta's Harsha Charita and according to Hyan Sang's CUK, Harsha is the greatest ruler. Harsha's personality was great. He was most kind, compassionate, dayagunam. Okay, they are eulogizing him. Okay, now my question is Harsha really worthy of being praised by them? Is Harsha really worthy of really being praised by them? Definitely no. Because, why? Because there may be definitely this time statement based questions on Harshavardhan. Okay, because never since last 10 years single question asked on Harsha. Okay, during Harshavardhan's time there is no art, no development of architecture, there was no external trade, there was no trade with Roman Empire, there was no trade with Roman Empire. There was paucity of coins, weakness. There was paucity of coins, and no coins, no currency in circulation at all. Paucity of coins. No, numismatic anemia. Paucity of coins, and no decline of urbanization. Decline of urbanization. Harsha's economy was feudal economy, where everything is based on land administration. Everywhere agraharas were given to the poets, and salaries were given to the nobles in the form of land. There was a full-fledged feudal economy. So decline of urbanization. Pataliputra city lost its importance. Pataliputra city lost its importance. So there was no development at all, sir, during Harshavardhan's rule. Particularly no art, architecture, trade. So economically, Harshavardhan's rule was very weak. There was no prosperity for the people. Now, how can Bana Bhatta praise Harsha now? Maybe military-wise, he might be a greatest warrior. But if you do critical analysis and read the subaltern history, in history, this is very, very important. Subaltern. Ante? What do you mean by subaltern history? Subaltern history in the sense history at lower level. Understand? Many historians do study history only at upper level. Upper level in the sense at king's level. Okay, but what about the conditions of people, conditions of peasants? That is subaltern history. When we look into the subaltern history, Harsha's rule is nothing. There was no economical development. Because no urbanization, Pataliputra, no trade happening, no foreign relations, nothing. That's all. This is about Harsha. Deccan. This is history of Deccan. History of Deccan, Badami Chalukyas. And when it comes to Badami Chalukyas also, only cultural contribution is important. Badami Chalukyas, they have ruled from Aihole. Their capital city was Badami, but their center of art and architecture is Aihole. Aihole is considered as temple town. Aihole is known as temple town. And with Badami Chalukyas, Vesara style of temple architecture was built. Vesara style of temple architecture was built. This Vesara style is nothing but a mix of, tell me, mix of both, hybrid form of both Nagara and Dravida or Shikara. Shikara and Nagara both are same. Nagara and Dravida styles of art. Vesara style, they have borrowed the features of both Nagara and Dravida. So we have total 80 temples in Aihole city. 80 temples. Aihole. It's very around, I think it's near to Badami city in Karnataka. Okay. UNESCO recognized temples all are. And in Karnataka there is one more city called Pattadakal. In Pattadakal around there are 10 temples, and all the temples are even recognized by UNESCO, World Heritage Sites. And every temple is found in Vesara style of architecture. Okay. Example of any temple in Aihole. Number 1, very, very important, Durga temple. Durga temple. This Durga temple in Aihole, it exactly appears like Buddhist Chaitya. It appears like Buddhist Chaitya. Ante compartment wise. Chaityas are nothing but compartments, prayer halls. Number 1. Number 2, Meguti Jinalaya temple. This is a Jain temple, Parsvanatha temple. Number 2, Meguti Jinalaya temple. On the walls of this Meguti Jinalaya temple, we have Aihole inscription. Aihole inscription. On the walls of the temple, we have Aihole inscription. This Aihole inscription only gives the details of Pulakesi too. Who gave this inscription? Anyone? Aihole inscription is given by Ravikirti. It was given by poet Ravikirti. There are some inscriptions that compulsorily you have to remember. Example, Allahabad pillar inscription of Guptas, given by Harisena. Aihole inscription given by Ravikirti. Okay? Meguti Jinalaya temple, Durga temple. Number 3, Ladkan temple. Ladkan temple had flat roof building. It's a flat roof building. Remember these 3 temples in Aihole. When it comes to Pattadakal, please try to remember only one temple, that is Virupaksha. Pattadakal. In Pattadakal, we have Virupaksha temple. This is one of the largest temple in South India. Virupaksha temple in Pattadakal. Adi Hampi. There are 2 Virupaksha temples. Okay. One more Virupaksha temple is in Hampi, built by Vijayanagara rulers. అది ఇంకా పెద్దగా ఉంటుంది సార్. దట్ ఈస్ మోర్ బిగ్గర్ దాన్ దిస్ వన్. సో పట్టడకల్. In temples there are two types, Sandhara, Nirandhara. What are Sandhara temples? What are Nirandhara temples? Temples with circumambulatory path, temples without circumambulatory path. What is circumambulatory path? Pradakshinas, Pradakshinapatha. Right, Sandhara temples. The temples with circumambulatory path and Nirandhara. There are some temples which doesn't have this. Rashtrakutas. Rashtrakutas also the rulers of Deccan. Rashtrakutas ruled from Ellora. In Ellora. What is the difference between Ajanta caves and Ellora caves? Only Ajanta. Ellora? It's all religions art was for. I'll explain. Ajanta caves, Ellora caves. This art, rock cut caves, we call them. In Ajanta caves, total 29. In Ellora caves, total 34. 34 caves, total 29 caves. Here, total 34 caves. Both are just adjacent to each other, just very near to each other, Ajanta and Ellora caves. Here, there are total 29 caves. These 29 caves are like a horseshoe shape. Cave number 1, cave number 2, cave number 3, cave number 4. The list goes on. Last cave number 29. In a semicircle shape, we have all the caves. And all the Ajanta caves, total 29 caves, are Buddhist caves. And all are Buddhist cave. But here, Buddhist, Jain, Hindu art is found. Anything about Ajanta caves? Out of these 29 caves, which is the most important cave? All the 29 caves, as soon as you enter, you see Buddhist paintings or Buddhist sculptures. But when you come here, even Hindu temples also found. But in this, cave number 1 is important. Already I told you what is found there. Cave number 1, Padmapani painting. In cave number 1, Padmapani painting, Buddha holding lotus in his hand. Bodhisattva. Avalokiteshvara, Padmapani painting. And cave number 26 is very, very important. In cave number 26, we have dying Buddha sculpture. Mahaparinirvana Buddha, dying Buddha. Buddha in a sleeping style, and a sleeping Buddha అని కూడా అంటాం. Okay, in this position, Buddha holds his hand and puts down his ear and he takes rest. That is called dying Buddha. Okay, now this Padmapani painting and dying Buddha, they are the best examples of mural paintings. Mural paintings. This is very, very important in Ajanta caves. What is this mural? Permanent. Wall paintings. Mural paintings are only painted on wall. Mural paintings are permanent in nature. They can't be erased. Okay? In paintings, there is one more style called fresco painting. Fresco. So there are two types of paintings. One is mural, another one fresco. What is fresco? Paintings on plaster. Plaster in the sense something which is applied to the walls of the caves. Just wall is not rough. Okay, plaster is applied to the wall, then painted on the top of it. Paintings on wet plaster antam. Fresco painting. So mural and fresco. So this is about Ajanta caves. The importance of Ajanta caves. Ellora caves, total 34. In this, the most important one is Kailasanatha rock cut cave temple. Kailasanatha rock cut cave temple. This is very, very important. Shiva temple. It is a rock and it is made up of a monolithic rock. Monolithic. It is a monolithic. Made out of only single rock, stone. So this Ajanta caves is built by Guptas. Ellora caves are developed by Rashtrakutas. Here Guptas, Shatavahanas also. Ajanta caves are built by Guptas and Shatavahanas. Ellora caves are built by Rashtrakutas. So this is the difference between their art. In history, we have three kingdoms now. There is a lot of importance for this city called Kanauj. Where is this Kanauj? In UP, Uttar Pradesh, on the banks of Ganga. There is a lot of significance for this Kanauj city that three kingdoms fought for this Kanauj. Three kingdoms. Anyone? Rashtrakutas? Palas, Gurjara, Pratiharas, three kingdoms. So one is Rashtrakutas. They are the rulers of Deccan. This part is Deccan. And one more kingdom in North India, Gurjara, Pratiharas. One more is Pala dynasty. So these three rulers are fighting just for one city. That is Kanauj. They are fighting for Kanauj city. What is this struggle called? What is this war? Tripartite. This is called as tripartite struggle. Tripartite struggle. This struggle continued for 200 years. 200 years between three kingdoms. It continued for 200 years for 200 years between three kingdoms. Then who won? Finally, who? And there is no answer like who conquered Kanauj, because 200 years, multiple times there was wars. Maximum number of times Rashtrakutas won the Kanauj. Rashtrakutas are very powerful in these three. Okay, even the significance of Rashtrakutas is they prevented Arabs invasions further into India. Arabs. By this time already Arabs conquered this area called Sindh. Sindh is conquered by Arabs. We see the beginning of medieval India. Arabs invasions are further not intruded into India because of the strong wall stood in Deccan, Rashtrakutas. Finished? History of South. Pallavas. Pallavas and Cholas. But first we discuss about Pallavas. What is the history of Pallavas? What is their cultural contribution? I'll give you just some points. Remember, Dravidian? I'll tell you that. Huh? Chariots. In Pallava society, listen everyone, in Pallava society, in Tamil society, particularly in temples, a new social tradition was started called Devadasi. Devadasi system. What is Devadasi? Right, Devadasi system. Devadasi system in society. Devadasis are temple girls. They are temple girls married to God. Deva Dasi. They are like slaves to God. They are married to God. They will be treated as wife of God in the temple, and their responsibility is to entertain the devotees who comes to the temple. How to entertain? The positive outcome of Devadasi system is they are great in classical music and classical dance. Right? They are great exponents. They are great exponents of classical music and dance. They are great exponents of classical music and dance. Which music that is? Carnatic. Carnatic music. Now, Pallavas rule witnessed Hinduism spread to Southeast Asian countries. Hinduism first time Hinduism spread to the Southeast Asian countries during Pallavas time. Southeast Asian in the sense Indonesia, Java, Bali, Sumatra, Cambodia, Vietnam. In all these countries, Hinduism became very popular. In R.S. Sharma textbook, we have one separate topic. India's external relations, ancient India's external relations. That is very important topic. How Hinduism spread to this. Who took Hinduism there? There was a great sage called Kaundinya. This sage Kaundinya introduced Hinduism in Java. Java is an island. Sage Kaundinya introduced Hinduism in Java. Next, what are Gatikas? With respect to the history of South India, what are Gatikas? Huh? Which learning? What kind of learning? Vedic educational institutions. Gatikas are Vedic educational institutions in temples. Vedic educational institution, Gatikas. With reference to the Pallavas history, there was beginning of the tradition of bhakti. In Pallava society, for the first time there was beginning of or emergence of bhakti tradition in Tamil Nadu. Beginning of bhakti in Tamil Nadu. So what kind of bhakti is this? Bhakti towards two, Vishnu and Shiva, Alvars and Nayanars. Alvars and Nayanars. Tell me, who are Alvars? Devotees of Vishnu. Nayanars are devotees of total how many? Alvars are total 12. Nayanars are total 62. 12 Alvars and 62 Nayanars. These 12 Alvars are Vaishnavites. And 62 Nayanars are Shaivites. Twelve Alvars and 62 Nayanars. Just remember one name in these 12 people. Huh? Anyone? Example of any person who belongs to these 12 Alvars? Example, Andal. Andalamma. Andal is the greatest devotee of Vishnu. Andal, in other words, is compared with, or she is called as Goda Devi, ante wife of Lord Vishnu. Okay, Andal is also called as Goda Devi because she also imagined Vishnu as her husband only. Same like Mirabai. Adi. There is only one woman. So in the 12 alvars. Here also there is a woman in Nayanars. She is Karaikal Ammayar. Karaikal Ammayar. See, these women, they were called as spinsters. They never got married. Okay, they didn't get married. They dedicated their whole life for the devotion to Lord Vishnu and Shiva. There is a sacred text written by these 12 alvas. Sacred one. Only one text written by all the 12. Nalayira Divya Prabandham. Okay, Nalayira Divya Prabandham. This text is all about praising Lord Vishnu. Perumal. Vishnu is called as Perumal. Praising the Lord Vishnu. Here also there is one sacred text for Shaivites. That is Tevaram. Here the important text is Tevaram. So, these books are written in which language? Which literature? Sanskrit or Tamil? Total Tamil literature, sir. This is Tamil literature. The most sacred Tamil literature. Okay? This is Pallava's contribution to culture. Not only this, but also with Pallavas we have Dravida style of temples. Dravida style of temples. And this Dravida style of temples initiated by Pallavas and it was taken to the next stage, peak stage by the Cholas in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Dravida style of temples. It was initiated by Narasimha Varma I. Narasimha Varma I. Example of any temple? Which is the first temple that was built in this city, in this particular style. Example, Shore. Shore temple. Shore temple is just to the shore of Bay of Bengal. Okay, Shore temple. In the Shore temple we have two sanctums, Vishnu, Shiva. Initially it was only a Shiva temple, but also we have Vishnu. Sanctums under. Sanctums is Garbhagriha. Okay, Shore temple. What is the importance of this Shore temple? This temple is used as navigation to the ships coming in the Bay of Bengal. Another importance of this temple, it can resist earthquakes, tsunamis. It can resist even earthquakes and tsunamis. Shore temple. One more best temple which was built in Dravida style is Kanchi, Kailasanatha temple. Why you have to know about these temples and their location, you know? Sometimes UPSC is asking question like, it was early in the morning, 7:30. You woke up and you are walking on the shore and you feel that cool breezes, okay, and you look towards your right direction. There was a big gopuram. On the top of it there is Kalasha. It was surrounded by pagodas. Now tell me which temple is this? They are giving the whole description that you are walking on the shore, you looked at a magnificent temple. They are giving the description of the temple and is asking you which temple is that. Okay, shore temple. Even there is one more temple in Orissa called Konark, Sun Temple. Okay, there was UPSC asked exam. Black pagodas. Okay. Kailasanatha temple in Kanchipuram. The importance of this temple is sculptures. Sculptural beauty is found in this temple. Huge, one of the largest temple in South India. Narasimhavarma I, Pallava ruler Narasimhavarma I, he built a new city called Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. Narasimhavarma I built Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. Anyone in this class visited the temples of Tamil Nadu? Which temple? Mahabalipuram. Mahabalipuram is very famous for sculptures. Tell me one. Shore temple, of course. Shore temple in Mahabalipuram. Next. Monolithic chariots. Very, very important. In Mahabalipuram, we have 5 monolithic chariots. It's very, very important. Chariots carved out of single rock. That's why 5 monolithic. These 5 monolithic chariots attributed to Pandavas. 5 Pandavas. 5 Pandavas. And also to Draupadi. 5 Pandavas and Draupadi, his wife, their wife. So each chariot is attributed to each Pandava and Draupadi. Okay. Number 1, Dharmaraju. Number 2, Bhima. Number 3, Arjun. Number 4, Nakula and Sahadeva. Number 5, Draupadi. So 5 chariots. In Mahabalipuram, A. Next, B. In Mahabalipuram, we have Arjuna's penance sculpture. Arjuna's penance sculpture. Arjuna is going into the deep penance. Okay, he is trying for Pashupata Astram. Okay, from Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva appears in the form of a hunter and fights with Lord Arjun. So there was a fight between Arjun and Shiva. Okay, in this Arjun was defeated, Shiva won the war. And finally Shiva excused Arjun and Shiva gave Pasupata Astram to Arjun. This is the whole story shown in the form of a theme in sculptures in Mahabalipuram. This is simply called as Arjuna's penance sculpture. Got the point? So for example, let's say this is Mahabalipuram and this is a huge wall. This whole wall is filled with sculptures, small sculptures. If you go and very deeply observe that, you will understand the theme. And those themes are taken from mythology. In the same way, if you go to Ajanta caves, the themes are taken from Buddhist Jatakas. Ajanta caves. What is Jataka? Short stories. Number C. Descent of Ganga. Descent of Ganga sculpture. Ante? Descent of Ganga. Sage, there was a sage, Bharadwaja. There was a sage, his name. Sage Bharadwaj, I think. He is bringing down Ganga to earth from Lord Shiva. Bhagirath, sorry, Sage Bhagirath. Sage Bhagirath is bringing down Ganga to earth from the head of Lord Shiva. That is a sculpture shown in Mahabalipuram. D. Krishna's butterball. Krishna's butterball. It is a huge stone. It is not a sculpture. It is a very big stone. It's a very big stone in sloped position. Sloping. It is standing on a steep rock, but it doesn't fall down. Mahabalipuram దగ్గర మహాబలిపురంలో ఇలా స్లాంట్గా ఉంటుంది ఒక వాల్. ఓకే, వాల్ పైన ఒక హ్యూజ్ స్టోన్ బౌల్డర్ ఇస్ దేర్. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ అపియర్స్ లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫాలింగ్ డౌన్, బట్ హౌ మచ్ ఎవర్ యూ పుష్ ఇట్, ఇట్ డజంట్ ఫాల్ డౌన్. దిస్ ఇస్ అ వండర్ ఇన్ మహాబలిపురం. ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ కృష్ణాస్ బటర్ బాల్. ఓకే, in Tamil Nadu there are Sitanavasal caves. Sitanavasal caves in Tamil Nadu. In Sitanavasal cave there are Jain caves, the sculptures of Tirthankars. Sitanavasal caves in Tamil Nadu, we have naked Tirthankars sculptures. So this is Pallava's art. Right? Enough for today. In my next class, I will discuss about again the South India's Cholas. Very, very important. Cholas politics, Cholas art, culture, paintings, Cholas temples, and Cholas village level administration. They are very, very important. Okay? Doubt? Right. So on Wednesday you have exam, right? Which exam? Geography. I thought history. At least ancient India. We are done with ancient India. So after completion of whole syllabus, we will be having exam. Any doubts? What is your name? Sirin, you told yesterday. How do you feel now? History. Are you done with this in PCM classes? You are done. Which topic is going on now? No, in history. Finished. You are done with entire ancient, medieval, modern. Only ancient and medieval. You are done with Aurangzeb up to అయిపోయిందా? ఔరంగజేబ్ దంతా అయిపోయిందా? అయిపోలేదా? అడగల క్వశ్చన్. అక్బర్ అయితే అయిపోయింది కదా. వాట్ ఈస్ మన్సబ్దారీ సిస్టమ్? వాట్ ఈస్ మన్సబ్దారీ సిస్టమ్? షిరిన్. మన్సబ్ ర్యాంక్. మన్సబ్దారీ సిస్టమ్ ఈజ్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్ బై అక్బర్ ఇన్ మిలిటరీ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్, దట్ every officer will be given 2 ranks. Jat, Sawar. Jat, JDAT, Jat and Sawar. Jat is personal rank given to any officer. Sawar is a military rank given to any officer. Horses. Jat by Sawar. What is Ikta system? Giving land. Who introduced it? Who introduced Ikta system in administration? Ikta system nothing but giving land grants to nobles, to officers in the form of salary. It was introduced by Iltutmish, Delhi Sultan. Understand? Iltutmish. Then what about Razia? What is the most important part of Razia? The only woman ruler, Muslim woman ruler in the history. Understand? According to the Ziauddin Barani's Tahrik-e-Feroz Shahi, Razia possessed all the great qualities, understand, of Sultan. And Razia gave importance in employment on the basis of merit. Okay? In Islamic history, what do you mean by tell me, in Islamic history, what do you mean by Kums? Kums is nothing but war booty. అంటే distribution of wealth which was looted. A wealth which was looted to be distributed between soldier and sultan. 1/5 share goes to sultan. 4/5 share goes to soldiers. This is Kums. This is very important. Understand? There was a question in recent test series which I corrected somewhere. Who banned the cultivation of bong? బాంగ్ అంటాం, బాంగ్ ఈ హోలీ టైంలో డ్రింక్. బాంగ్ is something, drink, it's like a drink. Aurangzeb is the only ruler in the Indian history who banned the cultivation of bong. Understand? Alcohol is different. Alcohol is banned by Alauddin Khilji. Adi. Okay? So, medieval, I am telling you again and again, don't skip medieval India. Since last 3 years, medieval is going to be very important. There are no much questions from modern. Okay? Repeatedly they are asking questions from medieval India. Now trend is changed since 2021, I think. 2021 or 22. Otherwise, every aspirant, I have seen many aspirants, they do study art and culture in ancient India and whole modern India they are perfect with. But skip whole medieval. At least 5 questions they asked last year from medieval. So we'll meet tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Thursday. Right, thank you. Revise. Please revise my notes and come to class. At least 2 or 3 times. Every day you just revise this. Okay? అయిపోయిందా మెడివల్? నిన్ననే ఔరంగజేబ్ ఇవాళ అయిపోయిందా? ఇవాళ వెళ్ళలేదా? నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు క్లాసెస్? ఓకే. మీ క్లాసెస్ జనరల్గా మార్నింగ్ నుండా? పీసీఎం క్లాసెస్ 8. ఆఫ్టర్నూన్? ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ లేదు.